Well, news right now, the future of thousands of third grade students uncertain this evening.
Lawmakers slimming down possible amendments to Tennessee's controversial third grade retention law, trying to make sure fewer students are held back if they aren't proficient on the state's reading test.
Stephanie Reels joins us in the studio now, and with what's going on the Hill in Nashville tonight, do parents feel lawmakers have a clear idea of what students need?
Well, Rudy, a Cordova mother I spoke to said it felt like lawmakers are focusing on the wrong thing. She feels that instead of being so reliant on one single test, the state should be focusing more on reversing elementary learning loss because of the pandemic.
I think that third grade is too young to start that type of testing.
Jennifer Byerly Farrell is among Tennessee parents frustrated and concerned with Tennessee's third grade retention law and a looming reading test next month. Her son Benjamin is among thousands potentially impacted and held back if they fail.
We've had to work extra with my oldest son on his reading just to ensure that he passes.
As it stands now, if Benjamin and other Tennessee third graders don't pass the reading test, they must either show improvements in summer school or repeat the third grade.
We don't want him to have to repeat the third grade.
The law could especially impact Memphis Shelby County third graders since nearly 4 out of 5 of them weren't proficient on the reading test last year. Now state lawmakers are open to making some tweaks to the retention law, moving 4 of 19 proposed pieces of legislation forward in committee on Tuesday. One bill would act as a second chance. Students could still move on to the 4th grade if they score high enough on the state's universal reading screener, which students already take. The second bill that advanced would allow Tennessee parents to appeal directly to the state's Department of Education. But parents like Farrell believe the changes aren't good enough. More leeway is needed this year and into the future.
I've got one kindergartner who's being taught by a long-term substitute teacher. How is that preparing them at all for testing?
Now, each of these bills also has their own Senate versions making their way through the Tennessee General Assembly right now. 2 of those are scheduled to be discussed further today in Nashville.